Hello and welcome to Three Questions with. I'm my friend Rebecca Sanborn with us from Sanborn Diversity Training Solutions. Good afternoon, Rebecca. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Kevin. How are you?
I'm just living the dream, my friend. All right, so I built a question for you today. I'd like you to talk about the top three things businesses should know about the LGBTQ plus community as a consumer base. That's what I'd like you to tell me about today. What's number
Okay.
one?
Happy to do that. So number one, and I think this might surprise your viewers, according to census data, the LGBTQ community has close to 1.4 trillion in spending power in the US.
Yeah, I'm stunned by that. Yes.
It's a stunning statistic because, the LGBTQ community is a minority community. So you might not think that great a percentage of the dollars are coming from that community.
Yep.
But 1.4 trillion in spending power in the US. So definitely a segment of the population that businesses need to sit up and take notice of.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you're not doing something to appeal and attract to that community, you're definitely losing out on a lot of dollars. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's next?
All right, what's next is that young people, younger consumers, are increasingly likely to identify as members of the LGBTQ community. So if you look at Generation Z, which is the generation of folks that were born between 1997 and 2004, nearly 20% identify as being a member of the LGBTQ community.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a big percentage. And the youngest members of Generation Z would be in their mid-20s by now, certainly old enough to be savvy consumers and savvy clients.
Yeah.
And the reason why this percentage is higher than the percentage you see in the population overall, it's not that more LGBTQ people are being born. It's just that as society becomes more accepting, people are more willing to be out of the closet.
I was going to make the same point. That's what it seems like, And I always say to my students, I admire them because they see people as people. They don't see all the things my generation sees. She's Rebecca. They don't put any labels on people, at least the people I interact with. And that always makes me smile. I'm like, God, you're so much better than I am. That's how I feel about it. So, all right, what's number three?
All right, number three is the biggest takeaway for your viewers. And that's that LGBTQ consumers seek out businesses and brands that represent them and that are welcoming and inclusive, both in their public face and also in their internal policies. It's not enough anymore to just focus on Pride Month and, put up a rainbow flag or something. I mean, that's great. If that's the most you do, at least you're doing something. But that's called sometimes in the community rainbow washing, where you just kind of use that Pride Month to be like, oh, look at us, we have rainbow everything. And then the rest of the year, you go back to not caring about the community.
Sure.
So LGBTQ consumers want to know, what are you doing the other 11 months of the year? How are the businesses treating their LGBTQ employees? How are they treating the LGBTQ clients that come through the door or call on the phone? They really want to see that welcoming, inclusive, culturally competent attitude from the businesses that they're going to spend their money on.
It's interesting, Rebecca, in the 5 years I've been teaching, this semester when we asked, what's important to you as an employee? Number one was diversity. I will not consider working for you if you don't have diversity. And it made me sit back and go, wow, it used to be money, Rebecca. That was number one for a couple semesters. And now of the 25 students, probably 20 of them had that as number one. You need to have diversity and be welcoming to the community. And if you're not paying attention to that and you're trying to attract talented people, you're going to have a problem pretty soon.
Indeed. Well said, my friend.
So what's the best way for people to reach out to you? How can I learn more if they like to, talk about these topics and how they can create a more welcoming environment?
Yeah, I am happy to help. That's what I do. They can give me a call on the phone at 603-434-0068, or they can hop on my website at www.sanbornsolutionsllc.com.
Awesome. Rebecca, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to call into the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you for being my friend, Kevin. I appreciate it.